Hey mamas, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Mariama, and this is where I talk about all things biblical motherhood, homeschooling, and homemaking. If you're that mom that's thinking about homeschooling your little ones and you think it is extremely hard, I'm here to tell you it really isn't. You don't need a teaching certificate. You don't need an early childhood education degree. Homeschooling is actually the most natural and easiest way that you can teach your little one. So let's dive in. The beauty about homeschooling is that you get more time to bond with your kids and build relationships that last for a lifetime. There's no need for rigid schedules, and you get more time to build a relationship with Christ. God made kids with a natural curiosity for learning through play and exploration. All we have to do is create a warm and loving environment for them to do that in. You don't need pricey curriculum. You don't need to create structured lessons for them. You could simply create an atmosphere where they can safely explore their surroundings and their environment. When my little ones were 2 and 3, they would accompany me around the house doing chores, and they would learn lots of different things about early math and early reading and early science by just hanging out with me. Now that they're a little bit older, we make activities for them to do, like Play-Doh mats and cutting out words to match to pictures and things of that sort. You don't have to be a DIY mom, but it's very easy to find lots of these free resources online, and just let your kids play. And if they don't want to do a sit-down lesson, they can do a fun activity. Again, that's hands-on through toys, playing with household items in nature. We do all of that, and it doesn't take a lot to put these little activities together. And sometimes I just put things out on a table or put things out on the floor and let my kids explore and see where it goes. One of the other wonderful things about homeschooling is the many powerful teaching tools that we have available to us right in our backyard. Going out in nature, observing plants and trees and animals, talking to your little ones about it, letting them touch, feel, smell, hear. These are all powerful teaching tools about early science, natural sciences, life sciences, everyday cooking moments with mom, counting eggs, cracking them, mixing, and smelling, feeling, touching, tasting, hearing. All of these are powerful teaching tools, just everyday moments like this. One of the fears I know many moms have, and I also had this same fear when I started homeschooling, is this idea that, I'm not going to have the space. I don't have the tools, the resources. I don't have the equipment, that my kids are going to need. And that usually comes from a place of this mindset that says, I need to recreate the public school classroom setting, or I need to recreate a Montessori school I saw on YouTube or Pinterest. Whatever the environment is that you think is best for your child, you're going to try to recreate that in your mind. And most of us went through the public school system or private school system, so you're trying to recreate that environment. And the reality is those environments are created for large groups, and the resources and equipment that they have were all created with that purpose in mind, of managing a large group. You're just managing your 2 to 3 little ones, or maybe you have 5 little ones. You're just managing a very small group of children. You don't need a lot of space, because learning can happen everywhere, anywhere. It can happen on the go. It can happen in the kitchen. It can happen in the living room or the dining room table, which is where most of our lessons happen. And you don't need everything that the classroom has, because your home has everything that your kid needs, especially at this young age. All they need is a safe and warm and inviting space to be able to explore and learn and grow in. And then, of course, the outdoors is your classroom, wherever you go, the grocery store, to socialize and to, talk about healthy foods, or, learn to do family work and teamwork, things like that. Just going to the park and going on a nature walk. The whole outdoors is your classroom, and you can travel and go wherever if you have the means to do so. So don't feel like homeschooling, it's got to be hard because of those reasons, because you only have to worry about your little one, and God has given you everything you need right in your own home. And if there's anything that you're lacking, there's so many resources, again, that you can get for free and I'd be happy to chat about that in another video.
So after watching that video, how do you feel about homeschooling little ones now? Do you still feel the same way? If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments and I'd be happy to respond. Stay tuned for more because I am actually working on a digital resource just for you to help you start homeschooling your little ones confidently. And until next time, God bless you, and let's lead our little ones to Jesus.